Now, welcome back. My name is Mokro54. Let's enjoy these games. Make sure you subscribe, you share, you comment. I don't know what's happening at the Bayer Arena. I really don't know what's happening at Leverkusen because there is a lot of exit than incoming players. And on Victor Boniface issue, this is the first time in my life I'm hearing that a player has failed his medicals. And the Milan sporting director is very clear on this, that Victor Boniface had issues in the past. He had issues with injuries, and that this guy had issues in the past, and they are unable to complete his signings. And the Leverkusen sporting director again highlighted that if the deal fails and Victor Boniface returns to Bayer Arena, then we are calling the deal off. There's no deal. So meaning Victor Boniface is not joining Milan. As per the look of things, Victor Boniface is not joining Milan. This guy is coming back to the Bayer Arena as a Bayer Leverkusen player. Now, what's really happening at Leverkusen? There are a lot of exits than the incoming players. These guys are unable to replace some of their important players. You're losing a player like Florian Wirtz. You're killing the creativity inside the Leverkusen team. Leverkusen had many players, but not many players were creative as Florian Wirtz in that Leverkusen team. So you're losing this guy Wirtz, one of the most creative players in your team, and now you can't replace him. You're again losing for Jeremy Frimpong. This guy was so phenomenal. A right wing back, bro, was so fast. This guy was so versatile, can play as a fullback, can play as a winger, can play as a wing back. He's now at Liverpool, and bro is doing wonders in that Liverpool team. You're losing a player like Granit Xhaka. You are losing the strength in the midfield. And now, the duo Granit Xhaka and Robert Andrich is lacking at Leverkusen. This guy has left Robert Andrich alone. Okay, that duo was so phenomenal. Robert Andrich, Granit Xhaka. And then again, you're using Ten Hag to rebuild a crew. Ten Hag to build a crew at Leverkusen. This guy's been seeing dust in that Leverkusen team. This guy's been losing games. You cannot use Ten Hag to build a crew. Truth be said, lads, we've seen him in the past. We saw what this guy did at Man United. You cannot use Ten Hag to build a crew. So this strategy Leverkusen used, you could have gone for another coach, but you cannot use Ten Hag to build a crew. You cannot use Ten Hag to build a crew. This is a club that has lost most of their important players. And again, you're bringing in Ten Hag, the former Man United head coach, to build a crew in this Leverkusen team. This season, Leverkusen, even in the top four, I don't think these guys will be in the top four this season. Because we have Frankfurt cooking. They lost Omar Mamush, they lost Iketike, and the likes of Knaf, the likes of Bahoya. These guys are cooking in that Frankfurt team. And again, we have TSJ Hoffenheim. They only needed Asilani, the former Schalke 4 striker, the former Schalke 4 and Cologne striker, and Timo Lempale to humiliate Leverkusen. And again, we have RB Leipzig, even though they lost against Bayern, but the type of football they showcased, the type of speed with their Bakayoko, this guy from PSV, I don't think Leverkusen is finding a place in the top four. I don't want to talk about the Dortmund team, even if they drew against St. Pauli. St. Pauli is not an easy opponent. These guys are not an easy opponent. I remember St. Pauli last season against Bayern. It was not easy against Bayern. So drawing against St. Pauli, a 10-man BVB drawing against St. Pauli, I think, with that being said, I don't think Leverkusen is finding a place in the top four. There is the likes of Stuttgart. There is the international Mainzer. So let's wait and see. But this Leverkusen team under Erik Ten Hag, I don't think so.